So you have to deal with my gimpy foot today. Sorry about that. So who here would like to work a 4-day work week? Raise your hand. Okay, so out of you that want to work a 4-day work week, who can't because you have a boss or annoying customers or something like that? Raise your hand if you'd like to work 4-day work week, but you can't. Okay, so those of you that don't want to work a 4-day work week, you just like to be workaholics. Raise your hand if you're a workaholic. You love it. Nice. I can't help you. You should leave. So my name is Ryan, and I run a company called Treehouse. And I founded it about 5 years ago, and we work a 4-day work week. And I'm going to talk you through how we do that, why we do that, and hopefully explain why you can do it too. So Treehouse, real quick, is an online school. We have 130,000 students that pay us $25 a month, and we teach them how to code. So we take people who don't know how to code, and in 6 to 12 months, we teach them how to code, and then we help them get a job. I'm going to explain a little bit more about that. So really, the issue that I'm going to talk about is this. So it looks like the average age here is probably like 30s. And the issue is that you are running out of time. You may feel like this, young, successful, in control, but the problem is that you're actually going to be that pretty soon. Maybe I think about this a lot because I have kids now. And as soon as who has kids? Raise your hands. Kids make you feel really mortal. You kind of realize that you're going to be that pretty soon. And I think this is really what caused me to start working a 4-day work week. So you're going to be that, but the reality is that you want to be doing this. You want to be playing with your kids. You want to be relaxing and getting drunk. You want to be spending time with your loved ones. This is my wife. Doing fun things like going snorkeling. But in 2,000 weekends, you're going to be that. So how do you deal with that? And the issue, the way to deal with that, I'll explain in a minute. But the issue is money can't buy you time. So I'm sure many of you will become very successful or are already very successful financially. A lot of you will build companies that are worth millions, if not billions of dollars. That's wonderful. But money can't buy you that. No matter how much money you have, you can't buy love and you can't buy time. You cannot buy time. So how do you get more? The solution is simple. You work less. You work less. And I know this sounds stupid, and actually Mark Suster is one of our investors, and he would not invest in us because of this, because we work less. And the reason why is because we believe that people can work smarter and they can work more efficiently if they actually work a 32-hour work week. So this sounds nice, and you probably think, well, that's cute. You know, you're a small company. The truth is we're not. So we have 100+ employees. We are free cash flow positive. We've raised $23 million. We're growing really, really fast. You know, we're doing all the things that successful companies should do, but we work 32 hours a week, and it's not bullshit. So how does it actually work? And because the goal of my talk is not to make you think that Treehouse is amazing and make you want to work for us or think this is a cute story. My goal is for you to walk out of this door in the back and actually go home and talk to the people that you love about working less. And if you are a founder or a CEO, to actually engineer your company for the long-term benefit of you and your employees. So how does this actually work? The first thing is that we pay full salaries. We don't pay 20% less, and we pay at market. So we pay real salaries for real people. We also give 18 days of vacation plus national holidays. We don't skimp. There's no kind of secrets there. And I think this is the biggest key, is that as the CEO, I don't secretly work Friday through Sunday. I've got a lot of friends that are CEOs. and they think it's a badge of honor to be tired and to be busy, and I think it's fucking bullshit. I think being tired and busy means that you're lazy and you can't control your life. My belief is that anyone who wants to, especially you folks, I mean, everybody here is rich because you're here, right? You could afford a ticket, you could afford a hotel, you have a computer, you probably also have a mobile device. You're already in like the top 10 bips of the world, right? So you can control your life. And if you feel like you can't, then I would just please remember that in 2,000 weekends you're going to be dead. So you might as well control it now because you can. So I don't work on Friday through Sunday. Of course, I think about Treehouse. I think about Treehouse in the shower, right? I think about Treehouse when I wake up, but that's just because I love what we do. But I'm not checking my phone. I'm not calling my team. I'm not trying to show people that they should be working even though we technically work a 32-hour work week. So that's kind of the mechanics of it. Now, the other half of this is, and I'm not trying to scare you, but I am trying to scare you. If more and more companies do what we do, you're not going to be able to recruit good people. And here's the reason why. Because we pay full salaries. We have amazing benefits. You know, we match 401ks. We also give you national holidays. You know, we give you full health care, plus dental, plus vision. And we work a 4-day work week. So when you compare that job with any other job, it's very hard to compete. And I know that a lot more young founders are starting to consider the 4-day work week. So what you're going to find is that when it becomes to a talent war, you just won't be able to win the best people because the best people now understand they have a choice. And again, it's not a threat, it's just what's happening. So every day we have Facebook, Google, Twitter, every well-funded, well-capitalized company in the world try to steal our employees. And we have one of the best retention rates that I know about because every time they call and say, hey, you don't want to work for Facebook now, you know, we'll give you a $1 million option grant. Our employees, and they tell me this, they always say, well, do you still work a 5-day week? And the recruiter hates that question. So it's something that's protected us against the recruitment raiders. So that's the gist. I just wanted to explain to you, it is possible to work a 4-day work week. It is possible to have a extremely high growth, well-capitalized, quickly growing company and do this. It's also possible to do this outside of Silicon Valley. We're based in Portland, Oregon, and we also have a lot of our employees work from home. So I hope that you can walk away from this talk realizing that there are other options. You know, you can work less, you can work remotely, you can pay people well, you can do the right thing, and you can still build, you know, a company that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. So I've got 5 minutes left, and I just wanted to open it up for questions a little bit. And I'll repeat the questions, so and I don't know if we have any mics out there, but if we don't, I'll repeat the questions. I just want to know if you think it's total bullshit, tell me that, and I'll try to answer that if you don't. So I see one right there, and you might have to shout to me. Yep, okay, good question. So the question is, how do we deal with global business, right? We have 130,000 students. They're going to be pretty pissed if they email us on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, get no response. So what our support team is, they work shifts. So we have a support team that works Monday to Thursday, and then we have a support team that works Thursday to Monday. And that works great for us. Other questions? Right there in blue. Yep. Well, speak up, sorry. Yeah, so did we do this from day one? Yes, I've actually been working a 4-day work week since 2006. So we've done it from day one, and can we go back to my other slide if that's all right? So please email me if you have more questions too. Now, it is easier to do this from the beginning, but what I would suggest, though, is if you consider working a 4-day work week, transition your team into that. So maybe only do it for the summer. Or maybe do it for a month, just to say, hey, folks, we want to give you a gift. This month, you don't work Fridays. And, the brutal truth is our team is really used to working 4 days now, and a lot of them have gotten used to that. So you lose some of the benefit. Question there?
Yeah, I don't know if this is on. Why not 4 10-hour days? It seems like you'd still get a lot of the benefits, but also get 40 hours out of your employees.
So the question is, why not 4 10s? And I think the reason why we don't work 4 10s is because we want to communicate to our employees that we believe they can be more efficient. So it's not a trick. Because I think if you work 4 10s, people go, this is a trick. I get it. We actually work 40 hours. Whereas it's very important to say, no, we actually believe you're smarter and more effective, and we actually want to give you that extra 8 hours left. So think about it this way. If you don't work Fridays, you have 50% more time than everybody else. Because your weekends are 3 days, not 2 days. So when you die 2,000 weekends from now, you are going to have spent 50% more time with the people you love. And you cannot buy that. A lot of Fridays I'll be sitting. What we do is we drop our kids off at school, and then my wife and I have effectively an entire day-long date. So we go out to breakfast, we drink coffee, we hang out. It's wild. After 11 years of marriage, it's like we're dating again. It's wonderful. More questions? We've got about 2 more minutes. Right here in the front row. Yeah. No, so the office, it's basically 9 to 5:30. It's like clockwork. I leave at 5:30 every day. I do not work extra hours. And I think that's key. It's got to come from the CEO. So question on the right. You'll have to really shout, sorry. Yep. Yeah, so what about the small service-based company? This is hard. What if you've got clients that need to be serviced and, say you're only 5 people, 3 people, 10 people. How do you do this? So at my previous company, which was called Carsonified, we worked a 4-day work week as well, and we did conferences like this. And what we did is we told our clients, we work a 4-day work week. So if you call on Fridays, we're not going to be here, but we will get back to you as soon as we can. It makes us more effective on Monday. And you will lose a couple clients, but they're probably the clients that would kill you because they want to work you to death, theoretically. So I think if you just set the expectation and don't pretend like you work 5 days, that sort of works. I got about a minute left. With the blonde hair and the glasses. I can't hear you. Can you grab her the mic? I think it's right there. There we go. Sorry about that.
So what does your company do to increase efficiency so that it's possible?
Yep. So one tool that we love is called Asana, A-S-A-N-A. We're big believers in Asana because it reduces email crap. So we don't use email really internally. We just use Asana. That's really key. We do a lot of hip chat instead of, which is like Slack, instead of talking to each other physically, which sounds really dumb, but so we encourage people not to interrupt each other at their desk. So as everybody knows, if you walk up to somebody in their desk and you say, "Excuse me, can I talk to you?" They have to talk to you and it interrupts their flow. So we say, don't do that, just talk to them on hip chat instead. And those small things work. But the truth is, there isn't a trick. You're just basically giving people more time and therefore they're more efficient. I'm out of time. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you consider this and email me if you have questions. Thanks a lot.